Good morning, children. Today we are going to learn first the biology followed by mathematics. Yesterday you would also asked me some of the doubts of the mathematics, and I'll be clearing that too. Now, question comes what is a cell? The second chapter of the biology is cell, the unit of the life. Cell क्या है? And cell कहाँ पे होते हैं? And cells कैसे बनते हैं भी? ये सब चीज़ के बारे में हमें बहुत सारे क्वेश्चन हमारे दिमाग को आते हैं. चलो पढ़ते हैं. Cell is the structural and functional unit of the life. This cell is also not only it is present in the human beings, but also it is there in the plants too. A cell is the minute structure of our body. सबसे छोटा, smallest part of the body which has an independent existence in a human being or in a plant cell or in a living cell. Now the question comes, is that only present in the animals or humans are also present in the plants? How many, even in our body, you will just take the case of human body, starting from each and every part, हमारा हर हिस्सा शुरू करके the top of the head से लेके the bottom of the nail of our body, the toes, you will find cells are present. Now the cell is coming, as I said, the cell is the structural and functional unit of the life, and it has the independent existence. Or every organ, that is maybe skin, that may be heart, that may be brain, that may be bones, everything is made up of the cells. There are thousand cells are there, not only 1-2 cells are there, and we are made up of the 1-2 cells. If a human being is made up of this many cells, thousand cells, so think about the plants. It's such a huge creature, and they are made up of plants are made up of numerous number of cells, huge number of cells. So billion cells तो you will be finding in a plant. ये जो छोटा सा compartmental structure, when you observe these cells under the microscope, you will see that there are some compartmental structures present within a particular part of the plant or the humans, and that part, each and every compartmental structure is known as cell. And within the cell, another cell organelles are also present. Cell organelles cell के अंदर रहते हैं. चलो आज हम लोग डिटेल्स के बारे में पढ़ते हैं. सेल कैसे मालूम हो पहले. Do you know there is a Dutch scientist, his name is Antony Van Leeuwenhoek. From the period 1632 to 1723, he has discovered a simple microscope. He had an hobby to learn about the microscopic organism. Finally, he has found by taking a single biconvex lens a simple microscope, and his discovery made and gave the idea to others to discover compound microscope and electron microscope, which is made possible to learn about the microscopic life. Let me show you it. You can see this is called simple microscope, and this has been discovered by the Leeuwenhoek, and which had a magnifying power of 200 times of an organism, and this is the structure of this simple microscope. After that, Robert Hooke had come. He is an English scientist actually who has developed the compound microscope, and the compound microscope had a zooming power or magnifying power of several thousand times. Basing on that, let me show you how he has discovered and what he has discovered. Can you see, these days this compound microscope is very popular in our area. In the pathology clinics, you will find this ordinary compound microscopes, through which they are going to study the different samples, maybe of blood sputum or urine, and these all things they are testing, and they are coming to know what type of disease a person is suffering from. So this is the compound microscope, and which can zoom up to some thousand times, that is 20,000 times आप लोग बोल सकते, जो कि 2000 गुना ज़्यादा है सिंपल माइक्रोस्कोप से. आफ्टर दैट इलेक्ट्रॉनिक माइक्रोस्कोप निकला. इलेक्ट्रॉनिक माइक्रोस्कोप कैन zoom up to some million times also. This is the electron microscope. This is all about. And this compound microscope was discovered by Robert Hooke. Please remember who has discovered, that is only the question basing on this. After that, cell theory had arrived in 1838. Matthias Leiden, a German botanist, who was announced that every plant is made up of the large number of cells. But a year later, Theodor Schwann, a German zoologist also, Theodor Schwann, you can see, so some names, A zoologist, similar discoveries in animals he has found. He declared that animals and plants are composed of cells that lead to a cell theory. But another scientist called Rudolf Virchow in 1858, he had made an addition to the cell theory by saying that cells arise from the pre-existing cells. जब एक सेल होता है, एक सेल से जब सेल मल्टीप्लाई होते रहते हैं, डिवाइड होकर वो मल्टीप्लाई होते रहते हैं, एक सेल से दूसरा, दूसरे से तीसरा, ये चलता रहता है. तो उन्होंने 3 पॉइंट सेल थ्योरी का जो एड गिरे तभी, दैट इज नाउ ऑल्सो इट इज ओबेड and it is also satisfied the rules what did he has stated, that is Rodolphe Virchow. The cell theory states 3 major points. The cell is the smallest unit of the structure of the living things. Cell is the unit of function and of all living things. All cells arise from the pre-existing cells. These 3 are the important points. Let me make you understand what do you mean structural unit and functional unit means what. Now the word we are saying the cell is structural and functional unit of the life. What do you mean by structural? Structure means if you take a species, let it be frog, otherwise you take a mango plant and take its leaf also. Any part of the mango plant or any part from the frog, you take it out and please observe it. You will find a compartmental structure that is called it as a structural part and it is called structural unit of the life. That is called structural unit of the life. कहाँ से भी निकाल दे तो हमें स्ट्रक्चरल यूनिट ऑफ लाइफ दिखाई देता है, इसलिए उसे बोलते हैं स्ट्रक्चरल यूनिट सेल को. फंक्शनल यूनिट मीन्स व्हाट? फंक्शनल यूनिट मीन्स एवरी फंक्शन what takes place inside the body of the humans, also what happens in case of frog or any aquatic animals, or you can take any plant, that is also because of cells. Let me say you an example. If we are moving, if you are walking, if you are running, what happens? Our muscles contract, muscular cells contract. That is what function of the cell only. If you take the food is digested in the body or inside the frog or in, plant also takes the food inside, how does it happen? So a special enzyme secretes by the gut cells which helps to digest and the digestive enzyme digests the food item and gives us energy. That is also happening because of cell. That's why it is called structural and functional unit of the life. And there are also different types of cells in single-celled organism, few-celled organism, multi-celled organism. Single-celled, you can see bacteria, yeast, amoeba are the examples. Few-cells, Spirogyra, Volvox are the examples. Multi-cells, human beings, mango plant are the examples of the multicellular organisms. You can see an average-sized adult human constitute approximately 37.2 trillion cells in the whole body. इतने सारे cells हमारे body के अंदर होते हैं. 10,000 million cells are nerve cells in the brain cortex also. ऐसे बहुत सारे. Next, cells how small? The smallest cell आप देखोगे तो bacterial cell और the red blood cells in human beings 0.3 to 5 micrometer के आसपास होते हैं. Longest cell, nerve cell is the longest cell. Largest cell, birds or ostrich egg cells, we say it is the longest cell. Cells जितना छोटा ऑर्गेनिज्म होता है बच्चों, उतना ही कम नंबर ऑफ सेल्स उनके अंदर रहते हैं. जितना बड़ा ऑर्गेनिज्म होते हैं उसके पास उतना ही ज़्यादा सेल्स उसके पास होते हैं. टुडे वी आर गोइंग टू लर्न 7, 8, 9 पेजेस. हम लोग आज 3 पेजेस के बारे में, 4 पेजेस 7, 8, 9, 10 4 पेजेस वी आर लर्निंग. लेट मी शो यू डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ सेल्स वी हैव in our body and plants also have in their body. Here are the different shaped cells in our body. आप लोग देख सकते हो ह्यूमन ब्लड सेल्स. इतने हमारा बॉडी के अंदर WBC एंड RBCs रहते हैं. RBC ओनली वन टाइप कॉल्ड इट इज बाई कनकेव टाइप दिखाई देते हैं. बाकी का जो WBC है दे आर ऑफ 5 टाइप्स आर देयर. न्यूट्रोफिल, बेसोफिल, इओसिनोफिल्स, देन ग्रेनुलोसाइट्स आर ऑल्सो देयर अंडर 8. ऐसे बहुत सारे. एपिथेलियल टेस्ट देखिए, एपिथेलियल सेल्स में जाते हैं जो हमारे स्किन सेल्स और प्लांट एपिथेलियल सेल्स आर देयर. द फर्स्ट पार्ट ए पार्ट. सी पार्ट में देखिए कार्टिलेज सेल्स जो हमारा कार्टिलेज टिश्यू, जैसे कि हमारे कान में एक कार्टिलेज बोन होता है, इट्स नॉट बोन, इसको कार्टिलेज. नाजल पार्ट में भी, नोज में भी कार्टिलेज रहता है जो कि सॉफ्ट टिश्यू बोलते हैं, एंड उनका टिश्यू ऐसे दिखाई देता है सेल्स. कॉनेक्टिव टिश्यू and tissues looks like the D nerve figure, straightened muscle fibers, smooth muscle cells in H number. G is the bone cells. F is the nerve cells. Plant cell देखिए in the J number, plant cell from the leaf. एंड एल नंबर जो है गार्ड सेल से दिखे होंगे शायद आप लोग. amoeba in the K cell which is not having a proper shape, it takes a pseudopodia, badal pseudopodia moves and it can change any type of shape of it. I is called clavadomona single celled organism. So these are some examples of different septa cells in our body. Tomorrow we'll learn about the structure of the cell. Thank you. Have a good day.